Holla and hello. Thank you so much for joining me today. How you doing? Today, well, this video certainly caught my eye. WWII enemies reunited in D-Day anniversary. Wow, 11 million views. With a title like that, I'm not surprised. That's pretty remarkable. It's a British soldier and a German soldier, veterans. And they must be old. I mean, oh my God. Let's see. D-Day, 1994. They gotta be like 100 years old. I mean, this is 4 years ago. That's pretty crazy. We're at the time period where, you know, there's not gonna be any veterans left alive here. You know, I guess we've still got a decade or so. Anyway, this should be fascinating. What is gonna happen? Are they gonna like fence, duke it out? I don't think so. Maybe they should settle it over a hand of poker, something like that. No, I'm just kidding. I think this is going to be pretty remarkable. I'm excited. And it's by Channel 4 News. Check them out, link down below.
This is the tale of two soldiers who have never met and who were supposed to kill each other 75 years ago on this beach. One fighting for Führer and fatherland, Paul Goltz, aged 18 on D-Day.
Just 18. Just a kid. Man, that is just... It's really hard to wrap your head around. 18 years old, and you're out there on the beach, fighting in a war that basically, you know, I don't know. You barely even have a choice. And at that point, once you're there on that beach, you know, it's either you or them, you know what I mean? Crazy.
The other fighting for king and country, Harry Reid, barely a year older.
19 years old.
You might know him by now. Harry Reid, 95 years old.
95.
Age didn't prevent him from jumping out of a plane yesterday, as he did 75 years ago in the first hours of the invasion.
I can't help but wonder, is he still kicking it? Or, in other words, has he passed away? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Harry Reid, veteran. Come on, Google. Shoot. Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to figure out this, what should be an quick, interesting question. Is he still alive? I don't know.
He spent most of his life working for the Salvation Army. Forgiveness was virtually written into his contract. And yet when we spoke to him recently about meeting Paul, the German soldier, he was cautious.
I'm not sure
Wow.
what I'm going to say to him. I'm going to have to think about it.
I mean, it was so long ago. Oh my God. It was so long ago. It probably feels like a dream almost. I mean, what a remarkable experience. And it happened, you know, so early on in his life. It's like, what do you even... probably ask him, hey, did that really happen? Was that all real?
But I do know this. I will accept him.
Hold on. I saw how to spell his name there, so... Unfortunately, he did pass away, it looks like. So rest in peace to Harry Reid. Dang.
I will accept him.
I mean, that says a lot, right? And same for the other guy. Both ways. They're literally on opposing forces trying to kill each other.
How can I be at odds with somebody? I can't, can I? I can't. It's just not love. And whatever words are needing, they will come. They will come.
And then Paul Goltz, 94. He spent yesterday at the German War Cemetery in Normandy, a somber place of black stone crosses, the resting place of the vanquished. I spoke to him on the beach, close to where he surrendered his gun, his freedom, and his war to an American tank crew.
Wow. Whew. That gave me some chills. They're on the beach, or close to the beach, where he surrendered. Oh my God. Oh my God, I just can't even, I'm sorry, I just can't wrap my head around it. Being 19 years old, you're on the beach. Everybody, total chaos going on around you. It's an invasion. And you're surrendering to people. And they're taking you. You know what I mean? Oh my God. It's just too much to fathom what this guy has been through.
And the soldiers, 4 soldiers so came and looked in these fields, in these pastures, and saw us. Hey boys, come on, let's go. The war's over for you. So that's what they shouted.
What they said. They shouted that.
That's what they shouted.
The Schneider, he wanted.
In a funny way, I could imagine that being a little bit of a relief. You know, the war's over for you. Well, thank God. That's what I'd be thinking. All right.
To shoot with his pistol on
Your
this
fellow
guy.
soldier. He wants to shoot them with his pistol. Yeah.
Yeah, with his pistol.
What did he
And
say
the
to
lieutenant said to him, throw the pistol away. You are crazy.
Yeah.
You can't do with a pistol a tank.
The war was indeed over for Paul, not for his family.
His life was on a razor's edge right there, depending on what him or his comrades decided to do. That's wild.
His village in eastern Germany became part of Poland. His father, a farmer, was killed by Russian soldiers, his sister raped. But defeat gave Paul, like much of Germany, a new lease of life. He became a prisoner of war in Scotland and America, learned English, and joined the diplomatic service. Was he afraid on D-Day?
Nein.
He says no. Come on. Come on. How can you say no? I can't wrap my head around that.
Mit 18 Jahren es war eine neue Situation für mich.
Positiv oder negativ?
Jetzt beginnt es endlich. Das
Positive. These answers are like the opposite of what I... No, I wasn't afraid. It was a positive experience. I mean, wow, I'm really trying to put myself in that headspace. Obviously, I've never experienced anything remotely close, so it's like, wow.
wir das hinter uns bringen. I saw these 1,000 ships, and I thought
You knew it was over.
that I should better make peace with America and England, and only keep the Russians away from Berlin, because my family was near in the east of Pomerania. At first, there came the Russian there.
You were much more afraid of the Russians
Yeah.
than of the Americans and the
That's
British.
what I thought.
It was time
Fascinating.
for Paul and Harry to meet on neutral ground in the Café de la Digue in
Wow.
Kabul.
It's unbelievable.
And I'm so
Under different circumstances, they are enemies. 80 years later, they're here shaking hands.
glad to see you and to hold your hand and say, bless you, we are partners.
Isn't it crazy what... I don't know. It's just crazy, huh?
Once we were on a different side, but we are partners together
No,
in
of
in the rebuilding of the world.
That's fine, very fine.
That's right.
That's right.
And I'm just so glad to see you.
We understand each other.
When you were here and you were fighting for survival,
Yeah.
the idea that one day
It is interesting to think, you know, these two guys who you could think of as opposites actually have, you know, a shared experience that is extremely unique, and they really can, you know, there's not a whole lot of people that can fully understand what it was like.
75 years later, let alone jumping out of a plane, you would be sitting here with a German former soldier who was on the other side having this conversation.
Not at that time, although my common sense told me that there were people very peacefully minded, and their voices so often were silenced.
What would your advice be to young people? Dein Rat für junge Leute?
Für junge Leute, look at the cemeteries where the people died for us. Because we have peace for 75 years old. Peace, keep the peace, get with you.
And
Now
you.
we are friends.
We are
know
more
each
than that. We are more than that. We are brothers.
Woo! That was good. That was good. Okay. Pulling back the tears. Get back in there, tear. Yeah.
Harry Reid and Paul Golds, brothers and friends. Well, I'm joined now by two more men who landed here in Normandy, Bill Gladden and Dickie Forrester. Thanks very much to both of you for coming on the programme. You saw the film that we just aired of the German veteran and the British veteran meeting. What did you think when you saw that, Bill?
Well, I was rather impressed. It's the first time I've seen a German, ex-German soldier and a British soldier meeting. I've never seen that before.
You've never met any German soldiers yourself?
No, none whatsoever.
What about you, Dickie?
I bet it would be very cathartic, you know, very healing. In a way, at least.
Well, I always used to see one called Willie that used to go to Pegasus Bridge every year, and they sort of adopted him until he died. But he's been dead some time now. But the parents sort of talked to him like a mascot.
Right.
But I'll never let him inside.
She's the woman who owns the cafe, right?
No, Germans are not allowed inside the cafe.
We had her on the programme yesterday, yes.
If Germans go in, they have to go in the back.
She's quite a formidable grande dame, is
She's
Arlette?
a wonderful lady. I gave her flowers yesterday, and she's a nice lady.
So, Bill, when
I feel like we kind of, you know, we got past the real moment of this video. So I don't think I will react to the other 4 minutes of here. You know, we've switched to different people. That was extremely powerful. So I think that's where I will end it. You can, of course, go click the link below and listen to this. It's obviously it's interesting. It's just not the part I was looking to react to. What a powerful moment. Crazy that under different circumstances, it's very evil. You know what I mean? Very evil. That under different circumstances, they're made to kill each other. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.